Latest developments coming in from the encounter that was happening near Amritsar with the accused in Moosewala murder case, and this is some disturbing development. Even though my colleague Anshdeep was earlier telling us that the firing has stopped, but that does not seem to be the case, because now we are getting reports that a local journalist has also sustained injuries in the encounter. Remember, this started at 10 a.m. Gurpreet was telling us that from the first time since the firing started, it has already been 3 hours. One of the 4 who are holed up inside this campus is dead. Another person is said to have sustained a bullet injury. And Gurpreet, now we are getting information that even a local journalist has been shot.
Well, that is the information what we are getting at this point of time. The operation is underway, so let's see that what the information is going to come out. But as now they have put a barricades there. Earlier we have seen that people, they were moving there. Even the journalists, they have gone toward that side to report this matter, that how this whole encounter has been taken place. So that was also one of the main reasons why this firing had been stopped for the time being, and more cops have been called there at the spot so that the precautions should be taken. So now the bullet injuries which we have seen that from inside, from 4 sides, there was a firing from the gangster side, and that could be possibly because journalists who are supposed to be covered there, they had gone there. That could be one of the reasons why this bullet injury has been has got by this journalist.
Right, we have been telling our viewers that this area has been cordoned off by the police and people have been told to stay indoors, because remember, it is just a tiny village, Bhagna village, where this encounter is taking place, right in the middle of plush fields. And despite all these precautions being taken by the police and the security forces who are a part of this operation, we can see on our screens that a local journalist who has been reporting from the spot has sustained injuries. Gurpreet, can you tell us more about what is the latest when it comes to the status of nabbing those 4 who are inside? We know that an ambulance had been sent inside. Any more details coming in from there?
Well, yes, the top officer, they are already in touch with all the district police officials. As we have already told our viewers that one gangster, he has been killed in this firing which was going on, this encounter. And at the same time, they don't want to take chance. That's why the bulletproof jackets have been called, the more official have been called, and this area had been called off because this is adjoining to the international border, and even the sophisticated weapon which they are using, even during the Sidhu Moosewala case, we have seen there is a Pakistan angle. It is seen that especially the border area gangster, they are being given some of the weapons, sophisticated weapon from across the border, and one of the gangster turned terrorist, Harinder Rinda, he is operating from Pakistan. That was the angle which was coming out. So now, keeping in view of that angle, it might be possible these people, they were trying to escape from this place. They will even cross the border also. They had already alerted the BSF, and the police had already sealed the whole area, and that's why the barricades have been put up at this village, and the whole area had been sealed with the proper purpose. And the top officer, they are monitoring each and every situation, the way the cross firing is going on.
Gurpreet, there were also reports of these people using some very sophisticated weapons for firing. Do you know anything more about the kind of bullet injury that this journalist has sustained? Because that might give us an idea about what kind of weapons are these people armed with.
Well, yes, of course, sophisticated weapons are being used, and as of now, it's very difficult to confirm that the bullet injury which this journalist has got from which weapon. But yes, of course, the anti-gangster team, they had confirmed that they had a huge ammunition, and the way they had shifted today, they wanted to catch them on the way, because they have been tracking for the last so many days. They had got information that they are roaming in Tarn area. So some of the team members, they were following them, but they were not able to catch them on the way. They were able to escape, and immediately in the villages, which the picture which we are showing to our viewers at this point of time, that is with the specific motive these gangsters had gone there, because they can easily see that who is coming towards these these farms and who is going out of these farms. So they were able to get tip off. So that was one of the reasons why they had decided not to go inside where these gangsters are hiding at this point of time, despite getting shooting one of the gangsters dead there. They don't want to take chance, and that was one of the main concern why the more force had been sent to that encounter site, so that no chance should be taken from there. Yes,
Right.
of course, they feel that it could be possible. They had a huge ammunition and firing can be started once again from inside. So gangsters, they are very smart because they are involved in the multiple cases in Punjab, and they have already got a training from the various states. So that was one of the main concerns.
The one reaction that we managed from a policeman who's on the spot, he said they're not really sure whether these people are militants or gangsters. Have you managed to get any more definitive information around who really these people are and what exactly was their role when it came to Moosewala's murder?
Well, that is very clear because the team are members of various organizations of Punjab Police. They were chasing this, and we have seen that the new DGP had joined Gaurav Yadav. He has already made clear that there will be operation against the gangster, and there is a specific information. Member, this Manpreet Manna as well as Jagrup Rupa, they were traveling in district Tarantan, and after that one of the team members, they were following them, chasing them. They were trying to get an opportunity to catch them. So it's very clear these two gangsters who are involved in Sidhu Moosewala case, they are being followed by the police official, and they had gone inside. And what we have learned that the top officer, they had also confirmed, they have also said that these gangsters, they were carrying a sophisticated ammunition. So as of now, they don't want to take any chance. And what we have learned from the sources also, he is the one. He is the one who had opened fire from AK-47 to Sidhu Moosewala. He was the main accused in this case, and he was the main gangster who had opened fire in Sidhu Moosewala case. And if we can talk about Manpreet Manna role in Sidhu Moosewala case, we have seen that there was a CCTV camera footage which we had already shown to our viewers when this Sidhu Moosewala case had taken place. At that time, there was a Toyota Corolla which was chasing Sidhu Moosewala's Thar Jeep. In that Toyota Corolla that was being driven by this Manpreet Manna, who is hiding there where the encounter is going on. So they had an important, crucial role. We have seen even the Delhi Special Cell, they had already nabbed multiple people in this case, and Punjab Police, they had brought them from the Delhi Police on the transit remand. But this is the first module of Punjab shooters who are involved in Sidhu Moosewala case, and now once they are going to be in custody of Punjab Police, they will be able to expose that who are the people behind this who are the people behind this Sidhu Moosewala murder case.
Also got us information that as a second line of defense, even BSF has now been alerted along the borders, because where this action is taking place, it is Atari, it is almost the border. Tell us more about the precautions being observed on that front.
Well, yes, of course. First, the police, when they had just started opening fire at these gangsters, immediately after that, we have seen that when they have seen that the sophisticated weapons are being used by these gangsters, after that, a lot of precautions are being taken by the police. Police force had already been called from the various districts. The DGP of Punjab, he had given direction to other police officers to reach at the spot. At the same time, we have seen that specifically there is the information why these gangsters, they are moving toward the international border. What we have learned from the sources, this whole area had been seen, and information had already been exchanged with the border security force, because there is a suspicion by the police. Harinder Rinda, one of the gangsters turned terrorist, he is operating from Pakistan, and in so many cases which had taken place in Punjab, Harinder Rinda's role had already been cropped up. Even in Mohali, where intelligence office, Punjab Police intelligence office was targeted at the time, and we have seen that during investigation, even the DGP, the then DGP, he has already highlighted this point, saying that Harinder Rinda was the main conspirator who was operating from Pakistan. So this angle is being explored by the Punjab Police. So that's why they are trying to take all the precautions. This area had been sealed off. This area had been cordoned off so that nobody can be allowed inside and nobody can be allowed to go outside. But at the same time, for the precautionary measure, they had already shared this information with the BSF so that on the international border, there should be alert. And these gangsters who are very, very active and involved in the multiple crimes in Punjab and specifically heinous crime, because Sidhu Moosewala was one of the celebrity. He was having his fan following all over the world. So after killing him, these gangsters, they were trying to get their hideouts. And these Punjab shooters, first time Punjab shooter module is being explored by the Punjab police. So many times we have seen that several state gangsters were involved in Sidhu Moosewala. So that was one of the main reasons why Punjab police wanted to expose this conspiracy, that who is the main person, who are the behind the curtain, who are involved in Sidhu Moosewala, and what was their intention and interest to kill Sidhu Moosewala. Why Sidhu Moosewala was targeted? Because we have seen that Lawrence Bishnoi, one of the main gangsters, who is the main conspirator, he was in touch with a Canada-based Goldie Brad, and Goldie Brad was in touch with Mandeep, Manna, Jagrup, Rupa, and other gangsters who had been involved. Goldie Brad was giving direction from Canada to this gangster. He had asked to chase to Moosewala.
Right.
And,
Gurpreet, let's do a quick recap of all the developments that you've reported so far and the visuals that we are getting. The encounter has been going on for 4 hours now. It is taking place at Bhagna village, which is near the international border. The encounter is underway between the gangsters believed to be suspects in the Sidhu Moosewala murder case and the Punjab police. Now, Gurpreet is also telling us that a local journalist has been injured in the exchange of fire. 3 policemen have been injured, while one gangster, Jagrup Singh Rupa, Gurpreet, has been neutralized, has been killed in the shootout?
Well, yes, of course, officially this information is yet to be declared by the Punjab police. But yes, of course, the sources, they have already revealed Jagrup Rupa, who was the main culprit in this Sidhu Moosewala case. He has been shot dead because there was a firing which was going on both the sides, and during that firing, Jagrup Rupa got a bullet injury and he has been shot dead in the same building where these all the gangsters are hiding inside. So now even what we have learned from the sources, one more gangster had also got bullet injury, but that is yet to be confirmed from the police sources, and police is not taking any chance to enter inside. We have seen that ambulance, they had already been reached here because 3 police officials, they have also got injured in this operation which was going on. At the same time, as of now, what we have learned, the firing had been stopped because there is the bullet injury to a journalist also. We have seen that the bullets are being fired from the gangster side also. Proper announcement is being made by the police to the villagers not to come to their house, out of their houses, because this cross firing which is going on, the police official, they are not sure that how many arms and ammunition they have inside and why they are hiding here. So there is a specific reason. At the same time, the link which we are already establishing and telling to our viewers, the way we have seen that the border security force have already been put on alert because they are suspecting Harinder Inda, who is operating from Pakistan. He could be behind this conspiracy because for the last so many days we have seen that Punjab police, they are conducting multiple raids to nab and arrest Manpreet Manna as well as Jagrup Rupa. As I already told you, Jagrup Rupa has played a major role. He was the one who had opened fires at Sidhu Moosewala. So that angle the Punjab police was trying to explore, because once they are able to arrest them, they will be able to get to know that why this conspiracy and where this conspiracy was hatched. Because this is not only Punjab gangster involved. We have seen that gangster from the other states, they had also been involved. So let's see, for the last 4 hours, this operation is being continued.
Right, Gurpreet, like you said, multiple arrests have been made, multiple raids were conducted, the main accused were at large, and of course the manhunt was on. But help us understand what led to the encounter. What was the tip-off?
Well, yes, of course, there was a tip-off to the special investigation team. Manpreet Manna as well Jagrup Rupa, they are staying in the border area. So that was one of the suspicion of the Punjab police, that they were planning to cross the border. So they had started chasing from the Tarantan side. They were trying to get their tower location. They were trying to get their mobile location. And one team dedicatedly had been sent to chase these especially gangsters. And today in the morning at about 12 o'clock, at about 9 o'clock, they have got a tip-off, and after that they started chasing. These are some people on the motorbike. They are being chased by the Punjab police. Once they got alert that police forces in the civil dress, they are chasing them, they started opening the fire, and immediately they had entered into this hideout. After this hideout, the more force had been called, and we have seen that the cross firing had been started from inside. So somewhere down the lane, the Punjab police, as of now, they feel that during the encounter, it seems that they had dumped huge ammunition here. So that's why they don't want to take a chance. At the same time, they have to take care of the villagers also. Nobody should got any bullet injury. For that, they had especially made an announcement there that no villagers should be allowed to come out, because they are not sure that how much ammunition and arms ammunition these gangsters have. And as I told you, one of the officer who is already present in the operation, when he was talking to us, he said that it seems that it's not only Manpreet Manna and Jagrup Rupa are inside. It seems that more gangsters are inside, because the firing which they are observing from there, it seems that from four corners of that building, the firing had been started. So that was one of the reasons why they don't want to take any chance at this point of time. They just want to take more precautions.
Right. Clearly, so
at
you're
the same
saying the
time, more
encounter is
folks have
far
been
from
called.
over
Not only
at this point of time. Has additional help been sought by the Punjab police?
Well, yes, of course. Not only Amritsar District Police, even from the District Gurdaspur and District Jalandhar, the police had already been dispatched to the encounter site, because now it seems that it could be possibly that more people are there inside the building. So it could be possibly more arms and ammunition are with gangster. And the way this cross-firing had been taken place, immediately the police were able to understand that they are having sophisticated weapons. So that was the matter of concern, and so many times we have seen these sophisticated weapons had been transported from across the border. And this is the spot from where this encounter is going on. It's only a few kilometers away from the international border. That was one of the reasons why the BSF has already been put on the alert that these gangsters who are present inside the building, they should not be able to cross and escape from this spot toward and cross the border also. So at the same time, for the precautionary measure, we have seen that the people are not being allowed to enter, and barricades have been put up, and around 2-kilometer area have already been sealed in the specific village, specific farms where this encounter is going on. So let's wait and watch. The police official will officially declare that what was the outcome of this thing, and how they were chasing them, how they were after them to arrest them, because that is the main concern, to arrest the main culprit in Sidhu Moosewala case. And we have seen even the Aam Aadmi Party government, they were on the receiving end since this Sidhu Moosewala case had taken place. And after that, we have seen new DGP had joined, and he said that there was the focus on gangster, and they wanted to uproot this gangsterism in Punjab, and that could be one of the reasons why they have got this tip-off, and that could be one of the reasons that continuously district police as well as the state police, they have been chasing these gangsters. They are trying to get more details. They are trying to conduct raids at the various locations. And today in the morning at about 9 a.m. they are able to get a tip-off from the sources also. Immediately, one team which was supposed dedicatedly chasing these gangsters, they had started chasing them, and immediately when these gangsters, they learned that some police official in a civil uniform, they opened the fire. So after that, we have seen from 10 a.m. onward, this encounter is going on. And now
help us understand the area that we are talking about. Yes, you said it is just a few kilometers away from the international border. But what kind of a building is it where the gangsters were hiding? Were they staying there for a very long time? Did they, gain access to that over a period of time? It's at this point of time very difficult to say how many people are inside the building, but according to your reports and details, it can be said with certainty, according to reports, that they definitely have access to huge cache of arms and ammunition.
Well, yes, this is also very important to tell our viewers. This building is called Old Haveli. That is the Old Haveli because it is situated in the farms. There is a specific reason why these gangsters, they are hiding there, because they can easily see the moment who is coming towards the farm, who is leaving towards the farm. So all these information they are able to access. Yes, of course, the police officials say that it seems that it could be one of the hideout of these gangsters who are operating in Amritsar area, specifically in district Tarantan and other nearby area. So it seems that after committing the crime, they used to come here, hide here, and after that they used to escape from this spot. That's why it seems that they had a local network here, and that was one of the reasons why they had been spotted in district Tarantan for some days, where the police was able to get tip off, and after that a dedicated team had been assigned to even trace and chase all the gangsters from Tarantan towards wherever they will go. So it seems that as of now it's the Old Haveli which is being used, and it seems that this building where they are hiding, it's not first time they are using. It seems that it became a hideout of these gangsters. Once they are committing any crime, it seems that they used to come here, they used to stay here, because very fastly and very swiftly they entered into buildings. So that means they are familiar with this building. It's not suddenly they had entered there, but this operation which is being executed, which is being done by Punjab police, they are taking precaution from the various angles. First angle I have already explored, because a lot of villagers are there, they are making announcement. Second angle, sophisticated weapons are with them. They have a fear in their mind that it could be possible any time they can open fire again, and police official got more injuries, and might be some untoward incident happen. The third angle, which is they are exploring at this point of time, the link of these gangsters with the across the border with Pakistan. So that's why they had already sealed this area.
Absolutely. All
they
those angles are being explored at this point of time, and the encounter is still underway, as Gurpreet is reporting. Gurpreet, we'll keep coming back to you for more updates. For now, we have to take a very